All right, all right. Welcome everybody. It's your boy Derek again, and we here at the Playbook Channel. Another beautiful week for football. We got
Your boy Mark, what's up, everybody?
yes,
Thank you for
sir.
tuning in to the Playbook Channel. And I brought a special guest with me today.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Yes, sir.
I got my cousin Ryan with me.
Hey, my name is Ryan, guys. Happy to be here, man.
Yeah,
This is gonna be a fun
yeah,
episode for
man.
sure.
Happy to have you. Happy to have you, man.
Appreciate you.
Definitely. Anytime you want to come back too, we didn't even start yet. I'm already. I already know.
So I watched a few episodes. Mark, he sends it to the family, right?
Okay.
And so in my house, I told him, I said, you know what, bro, I gotta come on here. I
Oh
gotta come on
man,
here.
that's love, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Appreciate that. Like I said, anytime, man.
Once he gave me the
definitely.
word, that's when I hit you up. I was like, yo, I'm about to bring him through. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he showed up. So
All right, yeah.
we here.
So we here. Let's get it. Let's get it on and popping. Let's get on and
Yes,
popping.
sir.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
So we obviously gonna start with our game recaps, and we're gonna have a little bit of highlights that we can talk about here. Um, I guess we could kind of start with. We kind of start with the Thursday game, the Houston Texans and the Jets. Now, I will say this, man. That game was a little bit
I
disturbing
didn't
to
expect
say
that
the
to
least.
happen at
Yeah,
all.
Me neither.
yeah,
But
yeah,
Me neither.
obviously that was a must win for the Jets.
yeah.
And Devontae Adams finally showed out.
Mm-hmm.
And man, the Houston Texans been struggling, even though they're 6-3.
Yeah.
Watching the game and seeing their performance, even though they're walking away with the W,
Mm-hmm.
I still see a struggle. Now, given they lost Diggs for the year,
Uh-huh.
and they lost Nico,
He's coming back though.
he's coming back pretty soon, actually next week, right?
Next week, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but they still had enough weapons to to perform
Mm-hmm.
better,
Yeah, yeah.
because C.J. Stroud hasn't been throwing the ball like that. He hasn't been performing.
Right.
The only one who has been performing on that team was Joe Mixon.
Yeah. But you can't say that entirely because Tank Dell, he actually scored a lot last week. And
He did.
he had a lot of yardage last
He
week. So
did. He did. But you also got other guys like Dalton Schultz and
yeah.
and for CJ Stroud to walk away from multiple games these past couple weeks, what throwing under 200 yards,
Yeah.
you know,
It's kind of scary because it kind of reminds me of Caleb Williams' first game in the league.
Yeah.
And it's like he had what, 93, 4-ish yards his first game?
yeah,
But you look at all these teams, right, with wide receiver issues,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're running the ball more, right? So you've seen a lot of running backs, man, getting big plays. First thing, Saquon.
Let's go.
All right.
We-
Jalen
mhm.
Hurts, right? He doesn't have AJ Brown,
Yep.
right? Devontae Smith was a little hurt earlier in the year,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
And look at him, bro. He's balling. Backflips,
Everybody ain't
hurdles.
Saquon Barkley,
You
though.
know what I mean?
Yo,
everybody ain't Saquon Barkley though.
I ain't gonna lie though. I was gonna get to that, but listen,
I'm
14
fucking
yards.
jealous, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
jealous,
that
bro.
must hurt a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely hurts,
I
man.
assumed that they
Saquon
were going
put
to try to keep him, bro.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what we talked about a couple episodes
Uh-huh.
ago. Saquon begged to stay there, and they couldn't figure something out. And Saquon even said that I'll take half of what you guys are offering me. Just meet me in the middle. And they wanted to dub him real quick.
Yeah, I don't think they valued his worth at all, which is another reason why I feel like he had to go. Because if he had stayed, they would have. First of all, they have Danny Dimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have an O line. They
Right.
got Malik Neighbors, but I mean, at the end of the day, they still need more. They can't just not pay him
You need a
and not
veteran
give.
presence like him, bro.
If you
Right.
if you
You
take
know?
the wins and losses out of the equation, though, these past couple of games, Danny's been balling, bro.
He's been balling, bro.
He's been balling, even though they haven't been winning. But
He's been trying.
I thought they
He's been trying.
I thought they had a chance last game against the Redskins, the Commanders,
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
come back. He scored what 17 something points in the fourth quarter or something like that.
Let me fact check that.
14 maybe, but he
Yeah.
definitely scored double digits.
Uh huh.
And they fell short. But that's what happens when you wait till the fourth quarter to show out.
It was a close game. It was
was a close game.
22-27 the final score.
Yeah.
So it was close, but I mean, even with that, Jaden Daniels actually made history. He became one of the first rookies in the first rookie in the Super Bowl era to defeat the Giants twice in a single season.
What?
Yep.
He broke a record,
when
bro.
I saw that stat, I
Bro.
was like,
Bro,
did they
Jaden.
make this up?
No, I'm telling you, Jaden Daniels
Beating the Giants twice in a single season during the regular season.
in the
The
Super Bowl
Cowboys
era.
never did that.
Nope.
Nope.
Y'all trash.
Well, you know what? We're gonna. There's a little bit of a backstory here. So now we're gonna have to, explain why he said y'all are trash.
So listen, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan since I was born. When
Okay.
my dad came to America, the whole family Giants fans.
I'm sorry.
Except for me and my father.
Okay.
So
That's
the
where
backstory.
a bandwagon originated.
Okay.
And it came to America. Oh, that's the team that's winning.
we never shipped to another team. Now my dad, he was a Tom Brady guy.
Okay.
Watched Tom Brady from day one to when he retired.
Okay. So
Both times.
hey, listen. And you know what? I'm not even mad at that because I was a Tom Brady fan.
Correct.
Now that he's not here, I'm a Dolphins fan now.
Right.
I went to school in Miami. I'm a Dolphins fan. I
Right.
love it, and it is what it is. They ain't doing the best, but it is what it is. But to your point, I was a Brady fan too. But go ahead.
Mark said, listen, we're definitely going to talk about the Cowboys. I'm ready, bro.
Oh man.
I'm ready.
So okay, if that's the case, who did
So,
the Cowboys play
Falcons,
again?
right?
The Falcons, absolutely, yeah.
They played the Falcons. The Falcons played a good game, man.
They did. They've been balling.
They've been balling, but they solidified themselves as a top dog in the NFC. And yeah, so.
But Kirk Cousins, bro, like the couple first games I saw, right, he was iffy. Now he's coming into his own.
Well,
you
he's
see
coming-
guys like Mooney, who was balling in Chicago, right? But for whatever reason, wasn't getting a lot of reps. And
Right.
look at him now because he wasn't with the right quarterback.
Now
look at him now, bro. He's the go-to guy. Then Kyle Pitts. Everybody, when Kyle Pitts came into the league, right,
Dogging
was
him.
the big thing, right?
They were dogging him.
But then he had a year where everybody's like, yo, he's like,
Well, his rookie year, he balled the hell out, and then
Right.
people expected him to follow up. And then I think it was like 2 dud seasons, and what is this? His third or fourth season now?
Who's his quarterback for when his rookie season? That was
Marcus Mariota.
Mariota. That's right. Oh man, that explains quite a bit. But okay. But even with that being said, Kirk Cousins, he's a good quarterback.
He is.
We spoke about this last week.
He just had to, warm back up with his Achilles injury and get accustomed to the new team. And it's a new atmosphere for him, and he's slowly picking up. And they're 6-3. They're running in that division.
Yeah.
So they're definitely a top 4 team, I believe, in the NFC.
So I mean, how do you feel? Okay, so right now the Cowboys are on a 3-game losing streak, right?
Right.
They're like 2-5, right?
Yeah, I
Bro,
believe.
we're 3-5, man.
No, I thought they were
my
2.
bad.
We're 3-5.
Oh, my bad. He's like, yo, put some respect on
Hey,
my 3.
listen.
My bad. No beef.
Sorry ass 3-5, though.
But to my point, I was gonna say now that they're on a 3-game losing streak, and we're gonna get into the injury report, but they
Right.
lost Dak.
I heard they're
Right.
trying to tank.
Oh man, so
That wouldn't be a bad idea with the Commanders and the Eagles there.
Yeah, but what do you think? Do you think that the Cowboys can, ultimately shift and get another quarterback in there before Dak comes back, or
I wouldn't.
okay?
I would. To be honest, I don't even understand. Like, if we're a lot of guys like on social media, a couple of my friends, yo, tank. Mark is saying tank, right? If that's the damn case, take Cooper Rush out, throw in Trey Lance, give him reps.
Y'all still got Trey Lance?
Yes, we do.
That's crazy.
Give him
I didn't even know
reps,
that.
bro. And it
Yeah.
doesn't hurt you because what?
Y'all
Your
already.
inability to stop the run.
Yep.
You can't cover for nothing, right? You're weak on offense. CD, apart from him, there's nobody there, bro.
Yo,
Now Dalvin Cook is there too, but listen,
He
you
just got
had
there, though.
Dalvin Cook from the start of the season
but that put the pressure on Rico Dowdle. Didn't he get his first 100-yard gain?
under 100, but he still balled though.
He still balled, and they was beating the shit out of CD Lamb last
But
week.
he was
Bro,
a dog, bro.
I think he's actually sprained he's on the injury
Yo,
report
but
this
you
week.
could
shoulder
if you
injury.
watch that
Yeah.
game, bro, you could just see the hurt on his face, bro. Like,
Bro,
But he kept playing, bro.
he's a baller.
You know
He's
what
a
I mean?
baller.
of course.
In the beginning of the season, he was drafted. He was the #1 pick this year. No, like realistically, because it's CD.
I think
Last
most
year
people,
he went
I
nuts.
think most people picked him up at 3 in fantasy
Mm-hmm.
because everybody went C-Mac, Tyreek, but he was the next one up.
Yeah,
I think in most formats in most leagues, because yeah,
I was laughing because you said most people with C-Mac. I'm saying to myself, well, I wonder how that went for them.
Well,
he's coming back.
he's
Yes,
coming
sir.
back. He's
Yes,
coming back.
sir.
You know, I mentioned this before. Like, if you held on to C-Mac and you figured out a way to maneuver pieces,
yeah.
right? You can use him as a big trade bait
Mhm.
to
acquire more people.
No,
right?
to acquire more people, but to a potential playoff team
Mm-hmm.
who just needs a guy like C-Mac. So you could have used them to get yourself in the right situation, but you just had to be patient and wait for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, so what about this next game? The Ravens. The Ravens playing the Broncos. Now that was a blowout.
Bro,
They
so-
slaughtered
Oh my
them.
God.
They
That-
smacked
I
them.
expected that because they
Correct.
took a nasty L to the Browns the week before.
But the Broncos defense is no slouch though.
They're no slouch, but hey,
They're no slouch.
they
And
never
you
played
got-
offense like that yet, though.
that's facts.
And the
never-
good thing about it, which I love about the Ravens, bro,
Uh-huh.
their running game, bro.
Yeah.
It takes the stress off of Lamar Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
And now, bro, you got Zay Flowers,
Yep.
huh? They just acquired
Deontay
a wide
Johnson.
receiver too. So
Uh-huh.
now, I mean, I love when NFL teams, bro, they go after key players to make their teams better because why? They're winning, right? And they see the areas, right, that they have to improve in.
Right.
That was a big improvement.
Yeah. And realistically, they are, well, obviously I was gonna say they could go to the playoffs, but realistically, let's be honest, they're going to the playoffs.
They are.
Yeah.
They're going to the playoffs. There's no way that they're not. But
We just got to see if Lamar can get over that hump because every time he goes into the playoffs, his inability to throw, he's always a run-first quarterback. But now with Derrick Henry,
he doesn't have to.
It could be a difference.
yeah.
The crazy part is he's still running, but Derrick Henry's running too.
Yeah. And he's borderline, like they're a nasty duo. They're a nasty duo, bro. And I think
You
realistically,
got two guys on the same team as MVP candidates.
yo, facts, that's what I'm getting ready to say. I'm like,
sick.
realistically, you
That
can't
is
even
sick.
believe, like, okay, when you say MVP candidates, I'm like, okay, you got one, but wait a minute, they on the same team, and
and
they
he's
both.
smashing the charts in
Yo.
all running back categories. He's
He's over
number
1,000, bro.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 in 9 games.
Crazy. Who does that, man? That is
Derrick
wild.
Henry.
Well, yeah, Derrick Henry.
You want to know what's the crazy part? Dallas could have signed him for just $8
Oh, we
million.
was talking about that.
Oh,
What,
really?
for $8 million?
Yes.
8 million?
Yes. Cheap.
Oh, yo, crazy as hell,
He
bro.
lives in Dallas. He lives in Dallas, right? He trains there in the off season. They didn't invite him, didn't call him, didn't do nothing.
Really?
Bro, for $8 million, you could get King Henry.
Cheap. Man, that's a steal. And they didn't even take him. That's crazy, man. See, this is what
No, but we bet Ezekiel Elliott, he's that guy, right?
you sound like you're talking real bad about your team over there.
Heck yeah, I am, bro, because I'm hurt.
He's hurt.
I feel that. So, I mean, okay, in reference to that, what do you think makes the Ravens offense so dynamic this season, and how should other teams prepare for them defensively? That's a question for both of you.
It's hard to prepare for them because you have a quarterback that's a dual threat, and you got Derrick Henry in the eye.
And so many other weapons too.
And you've seen that offensive line, even though that they're injured a little bit,
Yeah.
right? They're holding up. That dynamic of that team is changed, bro. And it's crazy though, because like the Ravens last year, they didn't have a lot of pieces as far
Right.
as on the wide
Wide
receivers,
receivers, right?
But now you have Rashad Bateman,
Mhm.
Zay Flowers, Deontay, Isaiah Likely's coming back,
Yeah.
right?
Well-
And he stepped up last year,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Andrews is still there.
Andrews is still there too, bro. They're loaded.
Yeah.
And it's hard for defenses, bro. But they lost 3 games though. And you see how they do it.
Yeah.
The Browns, their defensive line with Myles Garrett closed that pocket.
Yeah, man. They got Derrick Henry good
But
that
there's
game.
not a lot of teams that have great defensive lines in the AFC.
Right.
So
So
it's hard.
I mean, so to his point, who do you think, or what do you think will be a good suggestion to kind of like clamp up on the Ravens to kind of get them?
I
You
think
know.
we've seen teams try their best. So I can't even say like what you could have done better. They just got so much talent over there, like and it's Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Like even if you're expecting the running game, you don't know who to expect it from.
Right.
And then if you watch in previous games, right when the defense is expecting the run, it's a play action, and he just airs the shit out because he's still a good quarterback. He got a freaking arm on him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, to be honest with you, I don't know if there is an answer. And we say this every year, but they should win a Super Bowl this year finally. You know,
If they can get over that, Patrick Mahomes hump, that's the next thing. Because last year when he played them, what happened? He psyched himself up.
yo, Patrick Mahomes. If you watch how they playing football, with them being 8-0
Well, 9-0 now.
or 9-0 now,
Yeah.
it's not too much flashy plays from Patty.
Yeah.
They're diabolically playing football. They're draining these guys by continuously running and marching up the field. And then when they get in the goal line, then you see Patty do his thing and they get a quick touchdown. So they know they don't have the talent, I guess you could say, compared to when Tyreek was there and all of that.
Right,
and,
right.
With Rashid Rice gone, and they know they don't have the talent there.
Pacheco.
Yeah, Pacheco gone. They know. So, but Kareem Hunt's doing his thing.
Yeah.
Arguably better than Pacheco when he's fully started last season. I think Kareem Hunt is actually doing a better job than Pacheco compared to last season. But yeah, bro, they're just marching up the field, draining that clock, and just hitting them with a good pass. And now they got D-Hop there, and they're still keeping the same formula. But now D-Hop looked like a whole different freaking player, bro. Like, have you seen him play on Monday against Tampa? Like, everybody says Tampa should have won. They had a chance. But, like, no, if you really watch, they diabolically, like...
They dot the field up, bro.
Yeah.
They hitting them from every angle.
But then also too with D Hop there too, it lessens the load. So now it opens up more for Travis because this is 2 back-to-back games, right, where he's had big catches and big moments, right? In the beginning of the season, bro, everybody's like, "Yo, I wasted a 5th-round pick,
Right.
for Travis in my fantasy, and he ain't doing nothing." But look at him now, bro.
He's balling. This is the Travis that everyone was expecting to be for the whole season.
Correct.
But see, now that he's balling, it's not a bad choice that they picked him whatever
It's
they
not.
whatever they drafted
It's
him
not.
at. You know what I mean?
You got to be
Because of
patient with
fantasy
your picks.
purposes, people are
Yeah,
spoiled to
I agree.
want Travis Kelce the ball
Yep.
every single game.
Yeah.
Because of fantasy purposes. But he played the same exact game he's playing right now last season.
It's not
Come
realistic.
playoffs, bro, he's fucking balling the hell out.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
So so let's talk a little bit more about that. Well, how about this? Let's go into the next game because I want to kind of get into this Vikings and Colts game because
before you go into that, right? Since we're talking about the Chiefs, right?
uh-huh.
What about this past Monday game with them and Tampa Bay, right?
Uh-huh.
Tampa Bay is out all their hitters, right?
Uh-huh.
With Mike Evans and Godwin, right?
Yep.
But Mayfield played well. He played good.
He held zone.
He took back the number 1 spot as the with the most passing touchdowns. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have the star guys like that. The tight end he was eating last game, but they just didn't have the talent. Now, given in the 4th quarter when it all mattered, those guys did show up, and he did a hell of a drive to tie the game, to take it to overtime. But you seen on his face like he knew it was a wrap when Chiefs won that coin toss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they gonna do
Now,
exactly
now
what you
Patrick
said.
Mahomes is gonna do what everybody knows he can do. He
Exactly
cut
what
out
you
that
said.
whole running game and all that.
And he gonna dot that field up. He gonna dot. He gonna get him from
He did
every
it
angle.
real quick.
Yeah,
He did it
facts.
real quick.
He was
Yeah.
not playing no games.
But like even in the beginning of the game, bro, like from the first, second, and third, 4 sacks
Yeah,
on Patty,
that's
forced fumble.
yeah.
Huh?
Did he like roll his
Now-
ankle or something?
Yeah. And then now in the fourth quarter, right? You're driving the ball down, right? Everyone is saying, yo, if you want to score a touchdown, bro, eat that clock up. Eat that clock up because you're going to give this guy so much time, right? And we know what Patrick Mahomes does in crunch time.
No,
Bro.
that's good coaching from
you
Andy
know?
Reid, bro.
Yeah, Andy
You
Reid is a
know?
good coach. He's a
That's
hell of a
good
coach.
coaching from Andy Reid, bro.
He knows how to manage that clock
Yeah,
for
bro.
sure.
And look at them; they're undefeated. Like,
It's crazy.
Yeah,
yeah,
Like, he's not having the great, like, statistical year.
yeah, right.
but all that
But
don't
the
mean nothing once you
defense-
win the Super Bowl.
Right.
He-
That defense is really good, bro.
For fantasy, he ain't doing this hot.
He ain't doing nothing.
But for NFL,
Yeah.
He's balling.
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 He's
Hey,
balling.
balling.
You
So
know, and sometimes it's like that, you know. You know,
you gotta have a
manage
balance.
manage your players, and when it comes to playoffs, then you go in. Now, to be honest, going back to the Ravens, that would be my only concern about the Ravens. That all of them is going so hard to win a regular season game week after week. I wonder, you know, if they can keep that momentum up when they do hit the playoffs.
I think that they will. I mean, because if you think about it, in the first couple games, they were real conservative with
Who
Derrick
knocked them
Henry.
out the playoffs last year?
Well, I believe it was the
Because
Chiefs.
I know they beat the Texans.
Oh, you mean out there conference?
No, at the
the
playoffs
playoffs.
last
Oh,
year.
at the playoffs.
I know they beat the Texans the first round, but then that second round, I forgot who
I
beat
believe
them.
it was the Chiefs.
It was the Chiefs, right?
Because
That's
the
what I thought.
Chiefs
Oh
was a
yeah, the
wild
Chiefs.
card.
Yeah,
That's what I thought. That's what I said. I
Yeah.
think it was the Chiefs.
bro.
Chiefs ran the gauntlet.
Yeah.
The Chiefs fucking dismantled them, bro. They looked like they weren't even
Bro,
in
and
the
the crazy
same
thing
league.
is last year
That
they
is the
didn't
crazy
have
part.
home field advantage.
That's another thing.
You know what I mean?
But this is why I say what I said before. He got on live camera before the game started and was like, yo, it's always tough playing Patty Mahomes in this situation.
and
It's
that's coming
always
from the MVP,
Bro.
So what the hell the rest of the league think? You know?
like, oh, it's hard playing him? Oh, we already know how this game gonna go. That's how it happened.
It
You
did.
But
can't do that.
he got a permanent spot in that mind's rent free in Lamar Jackson's head.
Yeah, man.
And,
It's kind of
oh,
crazy.
True.
Yeah.
So
and yeah, he
But-
got beat him.
So I do want to get into the Vikings and Colts game because I think that the fact that they benched Anthony Richardson and they got Joe Flacco in there,
Yeah.
and
He didn't do well.
he didn't do well.
But that was an entertaining game to watch.
Yes.
Because at first you're like, yo, the primetime game, the 8 o'clock game, who the hell wants to see that? But it was a good defensive game. It was like back-to-back interceptions. And yeah, that was a good game to watch, exciting game to watch. But yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to bring that up because not only that, the Vikings they broke their losing streak. They were losing. They was undefeated in the beginning of the season. They started
They
losing,
came out
And they lost,
swinging.
what, 2 straight?
swinging. Yeah, they lost
Yeah.
2. Yep, and they broke their losing streak. So that was a good game for them. They needed that. So what about this Rams game? I know you want to talk about that one.
Ooh.
Yo, son, like,
Great.
I know you want to talk about that one.
first of all,
so,
I feel like they won overtime against the Seahawks. Right? I felt like they should have been one. I don't know why it had to go to overtime. Stafford was just throwing that ball. Kyron Williams did his thing, but not the usual that you see from him.
Right.
And what I really wanted to talk about that game was that bullshit ejection.
Yeah.
Because that affected me fantasy wise. You know. Not to
Puka
mention,
Nacua.
yeah, Puka,
Yeah.
I had Puka and Drake.
Got
And-
ejected.
bro, I was projected to win like by 80%, and then all of a sudden they're both out in the first quarter, and I lost by 5 points, less
That's-
than 5 points, like 4 points something.
That's
I
crazy.
definitely won my week if it's just one of them stayed in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yo, buddy, mushed him in the freaking face, bro. And
what do you expect?
you know,
What do you expect? Like,
But
you know what I
I
mean?
hate the narrative, right? The retaliator always is the one. who
Yeah.
gets
But what that
ejected.
thing-
You
Or
got to
gets
turn the other
penalty.
cheek.
What the-
You
You
know
know,
what I mean?
yeah.
but the thing
yeah.
is, they expect football things like a push or a shove back. When I guess how they look at it when you swing on somebody,
Uh-huh.
like that's a no. But
That's
I don't
stupid,
feel
though.
like they
Bro,
should.
they're grown men.
Yeah.
So you
Facts.
mush a grown man in the face.
And he's
After a
supposed, and
play
he's
was
supposed to
done.
just, and he's
After
supposed
the
to, and
play.
he's supposed to just be like, all right, you got it, bro.
Yeah,
It's
after
Nah,
a
okay.
cut
play
it
was
out.
done.
It's
And he
okay.
threw the
Facts.
softest punch in the world on top of that. Like, yo,
Bro, go back and watch that clip, right?
Yeah.
Bro, it wasn't even a strong right cross.
He
It was
just,
literally
no, he went like this. He didn't even swing. He just went like this.
and he got ejected for that.
He got
That's
ejected.
crazy,
Yeah.
man. It's wild how these refs, they just,
Yeah, whose buddy they ejected from the Detroit game?
Jimmy Branch.
Yeah,
Jimmy
bro,
Branch,
Jimmy
that's
Branch,
who it
bro.
was. Yeah.
Bro, he didn't do
Bro,
nothing.
Yeah,
and
man.
Jimmy Branch is a stud this year for
Yeah.
that team.
He's their best
and he
defensive
didn't do
guy.
nothing.
Nah, Anzalone. I'm a big advocate for him, bro. Because
But
he's
nonetheless-
been
but
dogging.
nonetheless,
Anzalone's
that's a
good,
big hit.
but
Yeah.
Branch, I mean, if you look at the games, bro,
Uh-huh.
he's always like clutch. He's always clutch, bro.
And
This
moving
year.
on to
Okay.
the next game, since we're talking about that, them versus the Lions versus the Packers.
Yep,
I expected
a better game.
a better game on both ends, though.
Correct.
On both
Yeah.
ends, though, because the
On
Lions
both?
only won that game because of defense. They
Well,
got
what was the score? Hold on. The score for that game was the Lions
24-14 or something like
24-14. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They had a defensive touchdown. They had a pick six, didn't they?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So defense won that game, but you can't just you can't knock defense because it's a team game. However you win the game, you win the game.
But
you
if
can't
you-
win by 50 every game. They've been smacking teams, so they can't win by.
shocked.
And that shows
But
how
how?
underrated the
24 points. Bro, I'm thinking, yo, you're gonna score like 35, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a shootout.
no. Of
That's
course,
what I'm
you
thinking.
expect that.
Okay, because Jordan Love,
Of
right?
course, you expect that, but that shows how underrated, or not even underrated. I don't know why people are mentioning how good Green Bay's defense is, and they were the first ones to make us notice that they're gonna put hands on C.J. Stroud, and he's
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna stop him from doing his thing, and which they actually won that game, I think. Which they did, but yeah, their defense is solid, man. It's solid defense.
Did y'all happen to see how Amon Rock came in there? He said Green Bay sucks. So he had a hoodie that said Green Bay sucks, and he went. Yo, that was.
After the game, he gave dap to everybody. Green Bay player, skipped them. Yo, he did a whole lineup of them, bro.
Yo, Amon Ross, he's a clown, bro. I swear.
And to be honest, I need him to do more as far as fantasy
Yeah,
goes.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I got him in one league. I played in 5 leagues this year,
Yeah,
so
I
I
need
got
him
him
to
in
do
one.
more.
So
I ain't playing the league this
you
year.
not playing?
I
Why-
took a break.
Oh, you took a okay. Gotta take a hiatus sometimes. I feel that. Okay, so I mean,
I guess. It'll take 5 minutes out of your day to look at your lineup and set it up. And
Hey, listen, I'm playing 5, so it's a lot. So
Hey.
I understand that.
Next year though,
Oh, he's all right.
I'll be
Bet.
back.
Hey, we're gonna hold you to it.
because if I remember correctly, the year before last, you were in Mark's league, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been in my league like
I had the
a while.
greatest win streak.
Were
I
you in that
think,
league when he won?
fantasy.
I was about to say,
It
I
wasn't
don't.
a year before last. It was like 3 years.
Yeah, I'm
ago,
about to say it
something
couldn't
like
have been
ago.
good. I
2
don't.
years ago.
I ain't play where you had a
Bro.
whole streak like that.
2 and
that. Yo, he
I
was
was
like number 8, bro.
bro, I was 2 and 5,
Wow,
and I ran the gauntlet.
Bro,
that's crazy.
Bro, 2 and 5, and then he won back to back. He went undefeated
I
after
went
that,
undefeated,
bro.
bro.
And won the Super Bowl. I'm like, what?
He just had to warm up a little
And
bit.
it was because of Christian Watson
What?
Yeah, Christian
Of
Watson
all
his rookie
people?
year.
and
Oh wow.
there was Buddy from the 49ers that I had,
Who?
right? And he was just straight.
Who?
I believe it was
Was it Debo?
Brandon Ayuk?
Wilson. It was like that running back Wilson,
Oh,
Oh, no, what's his name?
Jeff Wilson or something. I
Jeff
forget.
Wilson.
yeah.
It was
But,
Jeff
man,
Wilson. Yeah.
bro, that was great.
Wow, that's a good run,
times,
man.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, the last game I kind of want to get into is that Bears and Cardinals game before we move on to the injury report. But yeah,
Bears and Cardinals game. I was just starting to talk shit about the Cardinals, but they're top of that division,
yeah.
and they look like they're slowly picking up the pieces. And the Bears, I was over here giving them their props, talking about, yo, I dig the Bears and all that. Next thing you know, they're playing like fucking ass. They're playing like garbage.
You know what though? I'm realizing the more I watch football, the more I realize when you start giving teams props, they
Yeah,
start
bro.
feeling themselves, and then
Yeah.
they start getting clapped.
Facts.
And then when
Because Caleb Williams was playing like
Yeah.
ass the first couple of weeks, and then he's picking up playing, looking
Yup.
like an elite player almost, you
And
know,
then he
as
gets
far as a rookie
bodied.
goes. And then all of a sudden he jumps right back.
So
know?
let me ask you this thing. I'm gonna ask you this
Yeah.
question since you're a Dallas fan, right? So it's kind of crazy because we talked about this last week, right? And I kind of want to share a perspective on this because you're a Dallas fan, right?
Let's go.
If we talked about Caleb Williams last week too about this. So this is actually interesting that we have you here, right? So Dak, we were talking about Dak last week, saying, "Oh, he would be a good quarterback if he stayed on the Cowboys,"
What we
right?
specifically talked about is if Dak is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL.
Well,
And I said yeah, and y'all said no.
no, I don't believe it. Not maybe in his prime, but not now. What do you think? Considering you're a Cowboys
Are we
fan,
talking about
no
this
biases
year?
here.
Or right now?
No,
Just
right now.
right
like,
now, not top 10. I don't believe it.
I could say he's 10 or 11, either which one.
Well, 10,
But 10
10 is top 10. 11
Yeah.
is not top
Yeah,
10.
so you have to pick one. You have to pick one.
10.
He's top 10.
Top
10.
10?
Yeah.
There's no way. I can name 10
And the only
quarterbacks.
reason I can say that is because I want to hear 9 other quarterbacks that are better than him. I could think about 6 maybe.
I said Jared Goff, and you looked at me like I was crazy last week.
Jared Goff is definitely in top 10 right now. But when we're talking about running a franchise, you got to look at it.
So
look
what
at
do-
the fucking weapons that Jared Goff has.
what
Look at that Lions team.
But okay, so what are we talking about here? So you trying to tell me what is the stipulations right now? Then what are we gauging this on? Is it how he's carrying the team, or is it the amount of wins he has? Is it the way his stats?
Like you said, as soon as you start giving motherfuckers they props, and I was saying, yo, Dak is definitely a top 10. Look what the fuck he did last week against
Okay,
the
well,
Atlanta Falcons.
yeah.
And
Look at Kirk Cousins though. You was talking crazy about Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins definitely top 10 too, but I just needed to see more. And Kirk Cousins always had talent around him, but he just never could
Get
go
over the hump.
further in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the only reason I was kind of skeptical about, you know, but
Kirk had listen,
He's definitely
throughout
proven,
throughout his entire time in the NFL, bro. He's always had a number 1 wideout.
Okay.
Look at with him and the Vikings.
Okay.
All right. Now look at him. He has a whole team. Dak,
I mean, he got CD.
hey, bro, let me tell
He
you
got
this.
he got CD. He got he got Dowdle. I mean, okay.
Let me tell you
I can
this.
see that, but at the same token, you still can't say that he's a top 10 quarterback, regardless. Even if he had all the weapons, I still don't think he would score like that, or he would lead his team to the playoffs like that.
I would say numbers.
But that's numbers, though.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Numbers is what earns you your contract.
Correct.
You know what I thought about last week after the show
Yeah.
when you were saying,
Yeah, you
Oh,
don't get
it's-
paid based on wins or losses.
right, but think about it. But we were talking about fantasy versus realistic, right?
Right.
If you think about it, if you sit there and you say, "Oh, well, I'm winning all these games, but I'm doing trash in fantasy," but or vice versa, you doing good in fantasy, but you doing trash in real
If
life.
you want to use that analogy, right?
Okay.
Who's doing trash in fantasy right now at the very top? Not Josh Allen. Josh Allen's
Yes.
numbers on fantasy is not ass right now. Are you signing that man?
No, wait, time out.
Are you getting that man a contract?
As soon as you said that, I was like, "Yo, I know where he's going with this."
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a fair analogy, but I still feel like
This nigga had like 3-4 weeks with like under 20 points as far as fantasy goes. It's like, yeah. But guess what? Are the Bills good? If they had an option to extend his contract, hell fucking yeah, they will.
Yes, they would.
So let me ask you this then:
Yeah.
if Dak wasn't on,
And that actually goes
wasn't on,
into your analogy, wins and losses over stats.
I know that's why I'm trying to move on.
Yeah.
No, because I feel like I kind of shot myself in the foot with that one. But okay, so if Dak wasn't on the Cowboys, right, and let's say Jerry Jones was just like, "Oh, but we don't want you no more," he was saying last week that he would want him to. He doesn't want to get rid of him because somebody else will pick him up. If he didn't stay on the Cowboys, do you think another team would pick him up, or do you think he would
Another
just
team will pick him up.
like who?
And he's starting too.
No, like who? I want to hear who he says. Interestingly enough, because I said maybe the
I can-
Patriots, maybe,
Panthers.
Panthers, Browns.
but they can't. But they okay. The Panthers, I wouldn't say. The Browns maybe because they got what's his name? They got James
Yeah, but you know how long is that?
James
gonna last?
Winston. Yeah.
We just like seeing him
Jameis
on
Winston.
TV. Yeah, we just like.
Mr. INT himself.
Yo.
Yeah, but we just like seeing him
Hey,
on TV.
he's nice
and,
though.
yeah.
He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Yo, come on
Yo,
now.
he balled out against the Ravens, and what happened last week?
Yo,
Yo,
facts.
listen.
That's
so he
back
had
in
like,
reality, bro.
He had like 3 touchdowns, right?
That's
and
the
everybody's
irony.
bigging him up, right?
Yo.
And look at this, 3 INTs, bro.
Just goes
same old Jameson. You
just
know?
goes back to exactly what I'm talking about. As soon as you start
Shoot.
bigging somebody up in the NFL, what happens?
He's
They start
running a
getting
sermon
clapped.
every time in that hurdle too. Like,
Yo.
But honestly, yeah, bro. Anybody's gonna pick him up.
Okay.
And the way the market goes for quarterbacks, right? You had to pay him too. You
But see,
had to.
he got paid. He got paid, and I think that
He
I think
fleeced the Cowboys
yeah,
too.
I think he's super lax because he got paid. That's more or less what I
that
feel.
whole Cowboys
Bro,
organization.
a
I
lot.
think every single player on the Cowboys would be better off if there was somewhere else.
Correct.
To be honest with you,
The Cowboys would be like
See,
they'd be
I
destroyed.
thought
They're
that they were
America's
going to be
team.
sellers
Yeah.
at the trade deadline.
Uh-huh.
I thought, you know, guys like DeMarcus Lawrence.
Okay.
Hell,
Parsons.
trade Parsons. If you're tanking, right?
Yeah.
As everybody says, right? All right, then.
well, tanking
Sell.
is a term. When people say tanking, that doesn't necessarily mean someone is trying to tank. A lot of people assume that when you say tanking, oh, that team is trying to lose on purpose.
Right.
They just sometimes you just accept that your team is ass and that you are gonna lose. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that you're
Like
gonna
the
tank on
Panthers,
purpose.
bro. They tanked that one year and got Bryce Young, and look at them.
But they benched him, then they started him, and he won. And he won. So you can't even like maybe he just needed a little timeout. That's what it was. He just needed a timeout.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah?
Speaking of our Panthers, Chuba Hubbard is still balling his ass.
Yo, man.
That
Oh,
Chuba, man, is
jeez.
balling, man.
that man is a beast, bro.
Bro.
He punching it through the goal line
He
this
is,
whole
bro.
last 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think we should move on to the injury report because I think everyone wants to know who's injured and who they can
Well,
or
since
who
we're-
they need to start.
Yeah, since we're talking about Dallas, Dak had his hamstring issue or
Yep.
you know whatever.
Mhm.
I don't own him, so I don't know what his
He'll be out for several
performance is
weeks.
practice wise.
Yep.
Several weeks.
Yeah, several weeks.
And
Okay, so who's starting? Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush.
also CD, he's a little banged up.
He's a little nixed.
Yep.
But there's no report yet on if he's going to sit or not.
Yeah, I think he
Okay.
showed up to practice
Yeah.
and did a full practice.
And Micah
did
Parsons
everything.
is starting to practice again, too. So
I did
that's
see that.
interesting to see.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, because they're
And
hurting, but I don't know.
Correct.
and then obviously we mentioned before Christian McCaffrey should be coming back this week. If he does come back,
Well, they took him off IR.
Yeah.
Depending on how his training goes, practice goes this week.
yeah,
That will determine if he actually does play
Mhm.
this week. But they have 21 days after they take somebody off IR to actually start them.
Mhm.
So
I think he'll. I mean, that whole
and
running.
you go to like Germany or some shit. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, but my thing is that,
That
whole
boy's like a Terminator. He was like, "Yo, let me go to Germany
Get
and
get a steel leg.
yeah."
But I feel like it's crazy because even if he comes back, he's not gonna be. Like his snap count is probably he's gonna be on a snap count is what I was trying to say. He's gonna be on a snap count. He's probably gonna split the backfield a little bit. He's gonna be limited, but
Right.
eventually he's gonna get off and running again. I feel like McCaffrey coming back, he's gonna be as good as ever,
Oh, of course.
personally. So and then also we have excuse me, the Giants. How you feel about Darius Slayton? Concussion. Yeah, I don't think he cleared that concussion.
No.
I think he's
No.
still.
Well, that
we have until Friday though. I
That's
think
actually okay because at least they got neighbors back and
he
that-
got off of it.
that gives Wandell an opportunity to shine like he was in the beginning of the season and they got the rookie tight end over there. He scored his first touchdown.
Yeah, shout
Danny
out.
was throwing dimes last game, bro. Like
He excited over here.
I'm not excited like they're
At
gonna
least
win,
one of
but
us, bro.
At least like it's something positive to because it sucks when you watch your favorite team play and you were like, yo, I don't even want to turn the game on because there's a slaughter. But if you keep the game exciting and there's actually a chance to win,
Yeah.
like, you know, so
You know what? I just realized that we did not talk about that Bills and Miami game, which was crazy because it came down to the last, like the last play, I think, like the kick,
Field goal.
the field goal. Yeah.
Mhm.
So and it's crazy because I think H-Han went nuclear that
H-Han
game.
with Tua back,
Stupid.
Yo, he
with
went
Tua back,
crazy.
Miami's they lost both games, right? With
Yeah.
Tua back,
Yep.
yeah.
But even with that, they still balled. Like they're
of course.
statistically,
Right.
they're making numbers right now.
Correct.
So I want to ask a quick question. This is kind of a sidebar question here.
Mm.
If y'all had to choose between H-Han and Saquon, who would you start?
Saquon
Saquon.
of
Over
course.
H-Han?
Yeah.
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
I would start H-Han.
Why?
Why? Because, well, I'm a
They
little
don't
biased.
depend on
You
Yeah, I'm a little biased,
they
but
don't depend on A-Chain to win the game.
Correct.
Saquon,
well, let me ask you this: does it depend on a matchup, or
They
does
were-
or
bro.
are you just indefinitely starting Saquon
definitely. He's a must start. He's a must start.
over H-Han?
He's
Yeah.
a must start.
Okay, I would start H-Han.
And remember, this year fantasy wise,
He's like, why?
He got picked up in top to the mid second round.
Okay,
He was definitely a first rounder based on his performance right now.
right now, but
Yeah.
even they were both technically in the same. They both their ADPs was like 2 or 3, both of them, H-Han and Saquon. So that's what I'm saying. Like, who would you choose?
If I had
You choose.
I would choose
Saquon.
Saquon. Yeah.
I
choose
don't know.
Saquon.
I just like the way that how explosive H-Han is. Now,
And the
not
only
the-
reason I'm saying that because I didn't trust him coming back
from the injuries.
from the injury prior to this season.
That's
That's
a
the only
fair-
reason why I said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Saquon.
No, but I mean, like, why? Like, you know what I mean? Versus H-Han, because
To
I feel
me,
like
when you look at Saquon, bro, he changes your offense, bro. Like when he's running, when he's picking up those chunk yards,
Yeah.
right? And he's one explosive play from taking it to
Bro,
the house,
that's
bro.
a
And
fact.
you seen it last game, bro. You seen it.
but H-Han's the same way though.
Bro,
you can't.
Saquon is the determining factor of
Mm-hmm.
the Eagles taking the NFC. And I feel like they will take the NFC as of right now. That's what I see.
Uh-huh.
And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was just a sidebar question because I have both of them in one league, so it doesn't matter for me. But it's just
But your bias kind of
but I feel like he's biased a little bit. He's come on.
He's
he's
a
not
Saquon
even-
guy.
he's not even-
a Saquon guy. You know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I fuck with Saquon too.
Right.
He's humble. He's down to earth. He's very very.
I picked
you know,
it from their team this year.
Mm-hmm.
Even with AJ Brown and all these key guys
Saquon
out and
puts him
stuff
over
like
the edge.
that, bro. He's the
Yeah.
game a changer. And Jalen Hurts ain't playing his good year too.
not at all.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But look at what the
What?
body of work that Saquon is doing.
The past 3 games, Hurts been balling, bro.
No, I agree with you on that one. I don't think Jalen Hurts has been playing to the
I don't
best of
think
his
so.
caliber. Is
Correct.
considering last year the way he
What do
played.
you want him to do? What do you want him to do?
Play. What do you mean? Throw the ball.
Yeah. Well, he's been throwing the ball. Didn't he have the game before last week or when they played Jacksonville? Didn't he have 3 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown?
Let me ask you this question: did Jacksonville almost win that game?
Yes,
I
they
rest my
did.
case. I rest my
Yes,
case,
they
bro.
did.
Yo, Jalen Hurts.
And you were
Jalen
sitting
Hurts.
on the edge of your seat
Yo,
at my house too.
I'm sitting there
Say,
like,
bro,
yo.
this is a game.
And that's not because of Jalen Hurts.
It's because Saquon.
No, I'm saying they almost came back to win that game or potentially tie it for overtime because of Trevor Lawrence finally deciding to do his thing.
No,
it had
he-
nothing to do with
did he not throw an
with the
interception?
lack of play from Jalen Hurts.
Did he not throw an interception?
Who?
Jalen Hurts.
That game?
Yeah,
Maybe. I
he
don't know.
he threw an interception, which is
did.
why they got the ball and they scored. And then that's when Trevor Lawrence was like, "Yo, I'm about to turn it on now because we can get back in this game." So I'm not-
Everybody throws an interception. Bro.
okay, but see, to our point,
Right.
Jalen
Right.
Hurts is not doing the way he should. Like he's a good quarterback. I'm not taking that from him. He's an excellent quarterback, but the way he played, like he's not playing to the caliber of what he can
Correct.
play.
Correct.
Everybody's comparing what his play ability is based on his first year coming in, and then after his sophomore year and his junior year, he kind of went down. But now his 4th year, he's climbing back up, which he did better than the 2nd and 3rd year.
Yeah.
So I think he's playing better than he did last year, as well as the year before. That's why I'm saying,
Okay. That's a fair assessment, but I
Yeah.
still feel like he can play much better than he is. And it's not, and I feel like he's leaning on we got Saquon now. That's a special guy. He's gonna, take over
Right.
and do what he does. But you can't, if you want, like, he's not playing to the caliber of like Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Like he could
that's
be that
not a
guy.
fair assessment. You can't compare.
No,
anybody
I'm
to
just
Lamar.
I'm just saying like
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's up there with Lamar. I'm just saying like he's not playing as hard
He's
as
not throwing the team on his back,
right.
and going
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Saquon is throwing the team on his back.
but I've never seen these
You know what I
motherfuckers.
mean?
I've never seen these motherfuckers trailing like that to where they needed
Yo,
him
but their
to.
defense is
Yeah.
shaky this year.
They had an
too,
easy.
bro.
They had an easy sheet. Easy. What do you call it? Schedule. Yeah, they had an easy schedule too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think AJ Brown is dealing with a knee issue, right?
Yes.
Again,
Yeah.
Again.
Dealing with a knee issue.
And Devontae Smith, bro, if you watch the last the play before they scored that touchdown, bro, that was a stupid catch.
Yeah. Oh, when he caught it, like, yo.
Yes, and then the touchdown itself, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
bro, you kept your you kept your whole feet. You did a toe touch.
Dragged it all, bro. Yo, that was sick.
Bro, when I watched it, I was like, please don't let this be a touchdown.
You know what though? To all the viewers, this week was kind of crazy for catches. I think Garrett Wilson had the Michael Jordan
Garrett
catch.
was what I
Wilson
was
had
about
the
to just say,
best
bro.
catch
Yo,
of the year so far.
That was the
I think his catch was kind of better than Odell's.
Oh,
They're kind of neck
facts.
and neck, but
Nah,
To
I
be
think
honest,
Garrett
I
Wilson.
think
I think
Odell
that takes the cake, bro.
Bro, and-
I think that takes the cake
Well,
just
a
because
lot-
of flashiness.
well, a lot of shows had that as like a
Yeah.
topic, right? Who had the best catch?
But as far as difficulty, Odell,
for sure.
his catch was harder to get.
Yeah,
Correct.
his arm went all the way
he-
back.
yeah,
Like
he-
it was
his
crazy.
Back inverted, like like
Bro,
Double
and
joint
that
in the
was
middle.
the first game. If I remember correctly, that was the first game in the new Dallas Cowboys stadium
Oh wow.
that he caught that
Of
pass.
course you remember that. I think
That
hurt.
And I'm like, damn. And we lost that game too.
Shit, of all people of all games and all stadiums, do the and man.
Hey, bro, I'm a Cowboys fan.
See, I respect that though. Die hard fan,
hard.
win or lose. I appreciate
Waiting
that.
for Jerry Jones to get his ass out of there and his son.
It might be soon. They firing head coaches left and right.
The
So
only way Jay Jones can get out of there, unfortunately, if he dies, bro. To be honest, like he's not gonna step down and be like,
He ain't.
"Hey, I need you to take over this role. I need you to take over this role." He probably says, "Yo, I'm the owner of the GM, bro." Like,
this is true.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But okay. I mean, I guess the only other thing I would kind of mention before we get into the predictions and a little bit of the predictions, because I don't want to,
Yeah.
Mike Evans. How do y'all feel about Mike Evans, man? Because Mike
Evans.
I mean, but he's he's still dealing with a hamstring injury.
After this week, next week's their bye, so they're saying that he's gonna come back after the bye, because according to what they're saying is he can actually push to come back.
Yeah.
But they're trying to, because remember when he does come back, 100% workload without Godwin, so they don't want to rush him into coming
That's smart.
back. And that is smart.
And they're doing good. That's the thing, because Baker's been playing. He's been playing his butt off.
I mean,
so,
they're 4-5.
but I mean, even with
know?
that, Baker's been
Correct.
But remember that trash ass division, it doesn't take much, bro.
It doesn't.
You know
but
what I'm
just
saying?
statistically though,
What are
he's-
like
he's
one
been
game
playing.
behind from winning that division? 2
Yeah.
games. Yeah. So
Bro, in the beginning of the season, when the New Orleans Saints, when they were on that 2-game win,
Yo,
bro, they were making hella noise, right?
OD.
And now Carr's getting his ass chewed online by
Firing the head
by-
coach.
by
That
Mike
shit.
Thomas. By Mike Thomas. Calling his ass
It's
out.
crazy.
It's crazy over there, bro.
I feel bad. You know who I feel bad for? Kamara. And Matt, now that we talking about the Saints,
he
I think
signed a
Olave
2-year
is hurt.
extension.
yeah, but Olave. That's what I was
Olave's
going to
hurt.
mention.
Olave
Olave.
was on my do not draft list this year, to be
And
honest,
why is that?
because I didn't trust the offense over there as far as passing goes.
Okay,
But
I can see that.
yeah,
I do like Olave though.
a local beer company gave this man lifetime beer because he signed a 2-year extension with the Saints.
Kamara. Oh wow.
Yeah. They gave him a little ID badge and lifetime beer, and yeah. I seen him
I
posting
wish
on
I
IG.
could have that
Right,
right
I'm like,
side man, bro.
Yo, but imagine when your team is that ass right now. That means a lot if somebody stayed, you know, especially a day one guy like Kamara.
Kamara,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying? And to sign a 2-year extension, it's
Uh-huh.
like he yeah.
Yeah,
So
I just feel bad for him though, because he has the potential to take teams to the, like, he's been balling. Yeah, I think one game he had like 3-4 touchdowns
Right.
in one game. Like, that's nuts, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Nah, he's a dog, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess we can kind of get into the predictions, pick'ems for this week.
Going way up,
And then,
now we going way up, now we going.
yeah, man. I mean, the first one we got on Thursday is the Bengals and the Ravens. Who y'all got?
Obviously, I'm going with the Ravens, but in a division game,
Yeah.
you can't knock the Bengals because look what happened with the Browns. You know, a division game and division games go hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's your rival.
And it's Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
He ain't playing, bro. He
Yeah.
ain't coming here to play. But
Yeah.
you know what? Oh, also, sorry, side note, T. Higgins is also questionable. He's doubtful to play.
Yeah.
I don't want to forget that. Now that we
I'm
were
a
talking
Joe
about injury.
Burrow guy,
Yeah.
but I gotta go with the Ravens, man.
Yeah, of course.
I think for me,
Joe Burrow's been actually trying to find a way
To win.
to let everybody eat.
yeah,
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jamar Chase is not eating like how Justin Jefferson is eating.
yeah,
Everybody's scoring a touchdown. Everybody scored a touchdown last week except for Jamar Chase, right?
I think so.
And
Yeah,
and how much touchdowns he threw?
like 3, 4.
I think he threw 4.
I think he threw 4.
Yeah.
yeah,
So he's finding a way.
to get the ball around.
Yeah. Especially with Higgins out, you would assume that it's Jamar Chase show, but
Even with Gesicki, he been balling too.
Gasecki, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, bro.
He went nuts. Gesicki,
If you started him, shoot.
shit, I'm starting him too. I picked him up in 2 leagues. Nigga. I was not playing. I was like, what? Oh yeah.
but division games are a must watch, so I'm expecting it to be competitive.
Yep, and it's a quick turnaround on Thursday too. So
Oh, yeah.
that's gonna be a good game.
That's this Thursday's game.
Yep,
This Thursday, tomorrow.
this
Oh,
yeah,
they
tomorrow.
put
Yeah.
Division game, you know, they put on prime time.
Yep. So the next we got the Giants and the Panthers.
This is the only time I'm gonna pick the Giants.
I was about to
this
say,
season.
I gotta pick the
bias.
Giants.
Yeah, I mean,
Yo, did the Panthers win last week?
yeah.
Yes,
If the
they did.
Panthers beat the Giants this week, bro, I swear to God, man.
I don't think so. I started the Giants defense because I already think that Bryce Young is he gonna fumble this one. He not
Right.
going. He not. It was a little bit of luck. I don't think he gonna come back and just be like, oh, I'm gonna just take you guys to the playoffs type.
Nah.
I know.
Come on,
That's
man.
a drag. I know. That's OD. I'm dragging, but I'm just saying it. Like, he's not gonna do like that. But I think the Giants got this one.
Yeah, they should.
It's gonna be a,
It's gonna be
a
a-
non-interesting game for me.
Man, watch them niggas.
Nobody ain't gonna watch that trash ass
Money
game.
line, bro. I'm going Panthers.
Okay. What about the 49ers in Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa.
Tampa. Okay.
Even with the hitters out, you know,
Correct.
Baker's still doing his thing, and he just had a lack of star talent.
I think I'm gonna still go 49ers with this one.
I just think the Buccaneers defense,
with
bro.
the return of
is
C-Mac
still
or without,
straight.
because we still don't know if he's playing.
Well, even with
If
that,
C-Mac's playing, they're gonna win.
okay,
Because I feel like they're not gonna ease him in. He has to go show out
right.
immediately.
What about is Debo? That's another person I forgot to mention.
Debo's playing.
He's playing. I think he was questionable. I think he was.
Yeah.
He's questionable, I think.
Ayuk is out.
Yeah.
Jordan Mason, he's out. Well, I mean, he's just gonna split the backfield anyway if McCaffrey comes back anyway.
Yeah, I got Bucks.
I don't know, man. I feel like the
got
49ers. I still feel like the 49ers might, they could pull it out.
I got the Bucks.
They got what's his name, Ricky Pearsall. They got
Yo, he's a good rookie, bro.
He's a dog too, bro.
He
Like
is.
for real.
And Kittle's still number 2 right now for.
I'm trying to
receiving
tell you,
touchdowns.
Kittle's
don't
stepping
sleep
up.
on the 49ers just because
Kittle's
they
is
don't got
stepping
all their
up.
weapons, bro. They've been holding it down
I'm not
without
sleeping on
C-Mac.
them. I just see the heart that Tampa Bay has on the field, even though they lost the past couple games. They've been close games, and it's got when you got that much heart and dedication into it, you got to break through at least one time.
Bro,
I feel you.
Yeah,
and Bucky Irving, bro.
Oh yeah, he's another one, bro.
Come on.
Yeah, he's sick.
And
with
then
it.
they're out Godwin. They're out Mike Evans. You got a guy, Palmer, who's been there.
Yeah.
Right? stupid catches, bro.
Yeah,
So I got Bucks, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
they need this win before the bye.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
They gotta go they gotta go 5-5, and then I think with Mike Evans, if he does come back after the bye,
then it could. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
gonna be showtime for fantasy owners. That
Oh
Mike
man,
Evans.
let me tell you.
Yo, it'll be
Um,
crazy if he gets another 1,000-yard
Yeah.
season
This
year.
This one should be easy. The Broncos and Chiefs. I'm going Chiefs. It will be some shit if they fucking lost.
Yo,
It'll be some shit though.
When a team that good actually gets their first L, it's always to a scrub ass team.
But that's the
Correct.
thing. They're not scrubs.
They're not scrubs.
They're not
But
scrubs.
compared to the Chiefs,
Okay, that I can because Bo Nix is like he's actually balling. He's balling better than I think he's balling better than Josh Allen on fantasy.
but at the same time, the Broncos got a real chip on their shoulder too after getting demolished by the Ravens too. Like, and then they got to face the Chiefs right after.
Hey, listen, that's a hard-
I'm still gonna go with the Chiefs.
Yeah,
but
me too.
I
You
expect
have
it
to.
to
You
be.
can't go with- yeah.
I'm gonna expect it to be a little bit competitive.
Hey, listen, I like Javonte Williams. But I don't think
If you gutsy, just make a bet.
Yo, facts. Nah, we're not doing that though. Not against Patty Mahomes. No way. Not right now.
Nah,
Not when he's
I
undefeated,
can't bet
bro.
against Pat.
Nah, yeah, facts. Okay, next one is the Bills and the Colts.
Bills.
Bills?
Bills, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is Steelers and Commanders. Now, that's going to be a good game.
Ooh,
I got Commanders, boy.
I got Steelers.
You got Steelers.
What?
Wait, hold on. This is good. This is good.
got
This is why I'll
Steelers.
pause. Why?
Bro, that defense, bro.
Same thing I said.
Bro,
They
that defense.
they
That
defense.
offense, bro.
All right, but
Commanders-
defense wins games.
I don't think Commanders, correct me if I'm wrong, from now have played a good defense year to date.
Giants got a good defense.
But okay, that's
That's comparable to the Steelers.
not with TJ Watt, bro. No way. No way.
And
The
now you
Steelers
got
defense
Preston
versus
Smith, and now you
I
got
think that
Preston Smith
the
from the
Giants
Packers.
defense is the same as the Steelers defense.
I
Nah,
don't think so.
I don't.
Bro,
I
have
don't.
you seen this guy, Sexy Dexy, bro? Like, what are you talking about? Yo, what
Okay.
are you talking
That's
about?
a big boy.
Yo.
That's a
But
big
listen, look,
boy.
I think Preston Smith acquisition to that defensive line, bro. Ooh,
Yeah, I just
Ooh.
think the Steelers defense is they. You know what? I feel like it's gonna be
They're
close.
number one in the division.
Who, the Steelers? Yeah.
yes,
even
they
though,
are.
yeah, they got more division wins, even though they have the same record as the Ravens.
I think it's gonna be close. Cause I think they're not gonna just let Jaden Daniels go in
Bro,
there and
but
just
that
run.
pass rush for the Steelers, I mean,
Yeah.
could get after Jay,
But
but
he-
he's balling. Bro.
Yeah, and he can run. He can run.
And they got Mike
I already
Williams
took
now
my
over
pick.
there.
Exactly.
I already
That's
made my
another thing.
pick,
Yeah, facts.
but then I'm like,
I'm going
Jay-
Commanders.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'm going
man.
That's a
Commanders.
tough one. That's a tough one.
Damn.
You know what?
I'm going old school Redskins, boy.
Old school Redskins.
I
I
wish
don't
they
know.
would change that name back
Yeah.
to the Redskins.
I think-
Like, come on.
I think I'm gonna go Steelers though. I just like TJ
Yeah.
Watt. I like TJ Watt. I like the defense. I feel
Steeler
like
Nation, huh?
yeah,
right.
yeah. We gonna see though.
All right.
The Vikings and Jaguars.
Bro, this past game, I mean, the Jags, they showed up a little bit, but
Against the Eagles too, bro. I couldn't believe it. They came.
I'm going to go with the Vikings.
I mean, I'm gonna go with the Vikings too, but I feel like Trevor Lawrence is like, I'm tired of losing.
Right.
I'm tired of this.
I'm gonna go to Jaguars.
Jags? You gonna go Jags? Why?
Just because of what you said. Like, you got to be tired of losing, bro. Like,
Yeah.
because you can tell, like, that team is not a team that you considered, oh, they're trying to tank. No, they're trying to win every single game,
Every
bro.
game.
Yeah, they just getting the
Like,
short end of the
it's-
stick.
they're
It's just
just-
Bro, and their
crazy.
defense showed up a little bit, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, come
Who
on.
the Patriots play?
That's actually funny. That's who we got next. The Bears.
The Patriots.
Patriots.
Yeah.
You seen that boy May, bro?
Yeah.
That touchdown
Drake
pass
May.
to Ramondre Stevenson.
Yep.
That's the set. See, Saquon overshadowed that highlight because of what he did, but that was a great play, bro.
Yeah, man.
Come on now, man.
Dude,
You know what's crazy about this is though Drake May is balling, bro. He's a
balling.
rookie. He's a rookie.
Bro.
And he playing like he been playing for he's good. They benched
You got
what's his name?
Ramondre
Brissett.
on your fantasy
like-
mark.
me, he's on my bench.
You always, bro, when Ramondre was a rookie, everybody
I haven't
slept
start-
on
I
him.
haven't-
Everybody slept on him. And this dude picks him up, bro, and that's why he won that year, bro.
Oh,
Ramondre
my
went crazy.
God.
This year, I picked him up only because he was the best available player for me at the time. I picked him
Right.
up late in the round. I haven't started him at all this year.
Hey,
he's
listen.
he's on my bench.
I tried to trade for him.
I told you send me an offer.
Hey, listen,
You
man.
ain't send one.
I need Ramondre, bro.
If
you're
you
not gonna
had
use
to
him.
send Mark a trade now, right?
Based off my
I-
team
I-
in the
Based
league,
off of your team. For Ramondre Stevenson.
Derek don't got nobody over there.
cut it out. Cut it out. Now you drag it.
Okay, hold on.
Don't we pull out the roster. Don't
What
do
is
that.
hold on, wait, Mark. What is your record right now?
I'm getting cooked. I'm not gonna lie.
5. I'm number
I'm
4
getting
in the
cooked.
league.
And what's
I'm
yours?
like 3-6, I think. I'm getting cooked. But my team is not on paper. It's not trash. I don't think. I got CJ Stroud. I got Jared Goff.
You need to shred
got-
that paper, bro.
Bro, you need
Stop it.
Yo,
bro.
Stop it. No way. I
You
got,
got
Kenneth
Walker.
Walker.
You
I
got
got
Malik Neighbors. You got CJ Stroud.
I got Pollard. I got
even
T-
swap
I got-
Pollard
Yeah,
for
facts.
Ramondre.
but I
I'll
don't
take
want
Pollard for Ramondre.
nah. Well, you know what? That's not
And throw in CJ
Yo,
Stroud
first
too.
of all,
ain't
screw it.
No, cut now you dragged it.
first of all,
Now I want to say now
first
you
of all,
dragged
he
it.
needs to start Ramondre.
Correct.
I got Ramondre on my bench, so it
Correct.
really doesn't matter who he gives me because most
You're
likely
just
I
gonna
won't.
plug him on the bench.
Yeah, I'm just gonna plug him on.
All
the
right,
bench.
so why can I give you somebody like Jordan Mason?
Why?
Because he's just gonna have him on the bench.
No, we can't
You
be
trying to
talking about
fleece
this.
him?
We can't be talking about this in the open like that. We got other
Yo,
league members.
I know. I'm just
I'm
saying.
not in the league. Listen, look.
Yeah, but the viewers
not
are
in the
there.
You know what I mean? I'm not in the league. I just asked him a question.
I'm just saying, if you gonna have him on the bench, just take Jordan
Yeah.
Mason, and I'll throw somebody else on top. But I mean,
Send me an offer.
I got you.
Yeah.
Right after this episode, I got you.
And I'm drinking too, so you never know.
Hey, listen,
I
might
might
hit
just
the
hit-
except
I wanted to actually sit next to him while he's drafting. Because did he just say he got Jared Goff and CJ Stroud?
I
Well,
sure
Jared
did.
Goff, you can got
Sure
in the
did.
later rounds, obviously.
Of course, but
But I got Jared
Okay.
Goff, T. Higgins. I got like I said, CJ Stroud. I got Jalen Waddle. I got I think my bench is where I lack a little bit. My starters was pretty
bro,
good,
you
but
naming all your players, right? And thank you for having me on the show.
oh man,
I can kind of see why it's 3-6 a little bit.
nah, bro, you can't. I got Kenneth.
And wasn't he bragging about being 2-5 and going to win a Super Bowl?
Yes, I
It
did.
can happen. You don't know.
Yeah, and I'm 3, and I think I'm playing somebody this week.
Sell
Where I'm
me
gonna
the team.
crack him. I'm gonna crack him this week.
You know what? Sell me the team.
Nah, stop it.
I want to
Stop
try
it.
to
We
run the
don't
gun.
sell teams
I'm
right
running
here.
it up. I'm running it
You
up.
paid for your freaking team.
I know,
You
I'm
run
on
your
it.
team.
Hey,
We don't
hey,
do that
listen.
bullshit.
My team is gonna resurrect. I'm telling you, no games. All right, let's get
gonna
this
win out.
over because we got a couple more games here. We got the Tennessee Titans and the Chargers.
Ooh,
Chargers.
Chargers.
I'm going Chargers too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the no
5-3.
brainer. Yeah.
Because
Okay.
people were kind of sleeping on them, but they low key been winning games, and Dobbins has been doing his thing.
Right.
And
They
Herbert.
counted that boy out, man.
Yeah.
And-
Okay.
And,
Injury.
see things like a team like that is what I expect to see from CJ Stroud. What Herbert is doing,
Yeah.
that's what I expect to see from CJ Stroud. Yeah, I get Nico Collins is gone and Diggs is gone for the season, which was the number one in the NFL duo
Yeah.
at that time before Diggs was gone for the season.
But make plays.
But you got Tank Dell's there, you got Schultz there. You know, make
You still
plays,
have
bro.
options,
Yeah.
bro.
Make plays.
Schultz hasn't really been performing that well this year.
No.
And it's kind of shocking to me. I have him in a multitude of leagues, and I'm just like I'm really shocked that he's not performing the way he should be.
Yeah, and that's not his fault because me watching the highlights and the replays and stuff like that, there's a lot of times that Schultz is open, but
He don't pass him the ball.
Stroud wants to go for that long ball
Yeah.
but Stroud is also the most pressured quarterback
in the league.
this year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, people are
Absolutely.
putting hands on that boy.
But his evasiveness is crazy. He be evading them.
Yo.
You can't get him down easy, bro. And he's not
crazy.
And he's not a fast runner. He's mad sluggish
not.
when he runs, but he is like, you're not bringing him down easy. So, okay, you gonna like this one, the Eagles and Cowboys. I want to hear your response for this one. First,
Eagles.
sorry, I want to hear your first.
It's the Eagles, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's
What am I banking on? Hope. that Micah Parsons being back is gonna change my
Shift it
defense
a little bit,
and
maybe.
change
I mean, you
everything
could
else
be
that's
right.
wrong with
Weren't
that team.
Weren't they gassing him last season, talking about he's the next Lawrence Taylor and all that?
Yo, they
Well, that's a
were.
bunch of BS,
Bro,
man.
They were going nuts about that.
Insane, bro.
But he was balling though. But he wasn't Lawrence Taylor.
I can't
like,
compare him because why?
You can't compare him to nobody.
when
You haven't
Lawrence
done
Taylor,
enough, bro.
right?
long enough, right.
When he was in the big moments and stuff like that, he showed up. Parsons every time in the playoffs, 3 past years, right? 12-5, right? They go to the playoffs, shits the bed, quiet.
right.
You know what I mean? That's the games where you got to show up.
Right. Okay. Well, you never know, man. I always ask questions, especially
Yeah.
when I know that you're like a fan of the team, because
Right.
it's interesting to hear your perspective versus like, oh, they're playing this team versus, oh, well, it's just because they have this person
I
out.
mean, if it was the team last year,
Yeah,
I would say Dallas, but
not this year. Okay.
no, I can't.
This is
That was the team last year. I'll still say Eagles. Yeah, what the hell are you talking about? They
Nah,
beat
yo.
ass, bro.
Yo, so this is an interesting one. This, and I think I'm gonna leave it on these two: the Detroit Lions and the Texans, or Miami Dolphins and Rams.
I'm going Rams and I'm going Lions.
Lions. Okay.
I got a Lions, but I'm gonna say Miami.
Though
I
was
think I'm going
always
Miami
a
too.
big CJ Stroud guy from last season, so it's kind of breaking my heart to admit that he's not doing this thing, even though they have a winning record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just don't see what his potential. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like
So I would be ecstatic if Houston could win.
they
And
defense is good though.
And me giving you my pick when we're doing pick'ems and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
like if you had to put money on the table right now.
Uh-huh.
But going and going into this Sunday and sitting there watching the game, I'll probably be rooting for Houston.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Houston defense is gonna be good. They're gonna show up. But I feel like just Jared Goff and that offense is just they're a force to be reckoned with, bro. Like that team is just they nasty, bro.
He had the most. Him and Lamar tied for the most perfect passing rating this year.
Wow. That's
I
crazy.
think they had like 4 game as a
4.
perfect
Okay.
passing rating. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I think that's gonna, we're gonna bring this to an end here again. Ryan, thank you so much for coming on the
Appreciate you,
show,
bro.
man. We
Sir.
appreciate you
I'll be here
being
again.
here. Of course, bro. Doors is always
I'll
open,
be
bro.
here
So I appreciate it. I mean, you have any
This one
final
still
words,
locked it.
either one of you?
Stay safe and enjoy this week of football. And we got a good game on Thursday. And yeah,
Yeah.
tune in next week and
We'll be
we'll
back.
talk about it.
Absolutely. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And again, this is your boy Derek. We got Mark, Ryan again. It's the
Sir.
Playbook Channel.
Yeah.